Alright guys, so in this week's episode of Julie's Playbook, we're going to be talking about what happened with Le'Veon Bell. Tim Tebow, is he going to make a football comeback? And the Bengals, they finally have a defensive coordinator. All that and more when Julie's Playbook starts now. Alright guys, so the first topic we have to talk about is the Bengals. They finally have a defensive coordinator. They went through a long drought that they didn't know who exactly was that man for the job. Well, they just named Lou Anarumo the defensive coordinator. He was once the Giants' defensive back coach, but now has a new home in the AFC North. Alright guys, so the next topic we have to talk about is Antonio Brown. Of course, everybody seems to think the final curtain has closed with Antonio Brown because he tweeted out, "Had a great meeting with Mr. Rooney today. We discussed a lot of things and we both cleared the air on several issues. We both agreed it's time to move on, but I'll always have appreciation and gratitude towards the Rooney family and the Steelers organization. Hashtag call God, hashtag boomin'," with a picture of himself and Mr. Rooney. But here's the thing, yes, this meeting did happen, but the Steelers still own him. So what does that mean? If they don't get that great trade, Antonio could be back in black and gold, but I don't look for him to come back in black and gold. But Kevin Colbert isn't sold on the fact that he will trade his star wide receiver. Alright guys, so the next topic we have to talk about is Kevin Colbert on Ben Roethlisberger. Of course, with the Antonio Brown drama, there's been a lot of talk. How does Ben Roethlisberger handle his team? Well, Colbert came out with a very long statement basically saying players should be lucky to have a leader like him. So I feel like that might clear the air a little bit with the whole Antonio Brown drama, but there still is something that's going on in that locker room that we do not know. Of course, Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell, and then there's other lesser named players opting out of contracts. I feel like the story's going to unfold more, but I don't think it's just Ben Roethlisberger. Alright guys, so the next topic we have to talk about is Le'Veon Bell. Hopefully for the last time until he finds a new home. Yes, I said a new home. That's because the Steelers did not tag him. And then Bell then tweeted out, free at last, thank God almighty I'm free at last. What he means is he's now an unrestricted free agent, so any team can have first dibs at him, or whoever wants him can have him. I am not real sure where I think Bell's going to end up. We'll talk about that maybe next week. But he is officially no longer a Steeler. Alright guys, so the next topic we have to talk about is Justin Houston. He's unlikely to return to the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello, let's bring him down to the south side because the Steelers are in need of a big playmaker in the linebacker position. They cannot seem to fill that void that Ryan Shazier left. Houston would be a great fit. Alright guys, so going off of that last topic, we're going to talk about a couple Steelers linebackers that a lot of people have been asking me what I think is going to happen. That's Jon Bostic, LJ Fort, and Tyler Matakevich. Unfortunately, Bostic, I don't think he's going to make the cut. And then if you cut the other one who's a little less on the skill side, is going to be Tyler Matakevich. I think LJ Fort is safe. Next in line would be Tyler Matakevich because they do like him on special teams. Bostic, yes, you didn't hear a lot about him, and of course at a linebacker position, that's good if you don't hear a lot about him because he's doing his job. I just don't know if they're going to keep an older linebacker around when they're trying to rebuild that defense. Alright guys, so the next topic we have to talk about is Tim Tebow. Yes, Tim Tebow. The AAF has been reaching out to him to come play quarterback, but Tebow is very loyal to his new sport, which is baseball. He doesn't seem to want to have any interest in playing for the AAF, but heck, maybe the AAF should contact Johnny Manziel. I don't know. Alright guys, so the next topic we have to talk about again is Colin Kaepernick. But his agent said he's closer now than he ever was to coming back to the NFL. Two teams that are in question that might sign him are the Panthers. Of course they're in need of a quarterback because Cam Newton, we don't know what's going to happen with him. And then the Patriots. The Patriots aren't in need of a quarterback right now because Tom Brady, we all know, is probably going to play until he's 50. But you know how Bill Belichick likes to make those lesser names or the villains into heroes. So we'll see what happens there, and I do look for the Patriots to sign him. Alright guys, so we're going to do a quick little roundup of the AAF. Birmingham beats Salt Lake 12-9. Arizona beat Memphis 20-18. Orlando beat San Antonio 37-29. San Diego beat Atlanta 24-12. Week 3, Arizona's playing Salt Lake. Memphis is playing Orlando. Birmingham's playing Atlanta. And San Antonio's playing San Diego. Those are all spread across, of course, Saturday and Sunday, because who doesn't like football around the clock? Alright guys, so that does it for this week's episode of Julie's Playbook. Don't forget to like, share, and comment on this video. And of course, if you want to play fantasy sports of any sort, that's at JGarnick9 on DraftKings. But until next week, that's a wrap.